Hey radiant souls, welcome back to my channel, The Radiance in You. Thank you for joining me in the space of healing and activation of new frequencies and healing codes. Also activating new love, new wealth in tangible physical form into your lives. So thank you for joining, and if you are here for the first time, welcome to this healing space. We are going to get straight into it and use our oracle decks to see the opening energy, the portal energy that is available the mid of this week, nearly the mid of this month. Well, we are on January 14th, so it is the mid of the month. So how have you been doing? I hope it has been good energy. I hope you have been able to deepen and continue to activate your personal energies deeply. Okay, so that is the opening energy of Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So going back to the energies that we have been doing over the past month, in past more than 1 month, and this expression of your own soul, authenticity, throat chakra is what has been deepening, what you are embodying, and is the energy opening portal that is available to us. Let's draw the cards first. We also have star, serious star, blessings, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So to do that kind of authenticity and self-expression, sometimes we have to push through because fears surface, and some of the past energies come in to tell you you cannot do this, but we need to continue to activate this energy, stay with this energy, do your spiritual practices to bring in and not just cultivate but also to ground that energy, and this space is one of those. Okay, we had 3 cards fall off, and I intended to draw 3 cards anyway, so I am going to keep them here. Heart chakra, not in any particular order, but as they fell off. Okay, let me just put this here. Okay, so this is temptation in reverse. This is material and spiritual prosperity and heart chakra. Excuse me. So what I see here is that temptation is, in the traditional tarot, we call it the devil, and it has come in reverse. So you have been processing deep fears, deep temptations, any way that this temptation energy has been part of your life, whether it is from others, it is from within your shadows, greed, pride, excessive pride, or excessive control, being unkind to yourself or others around you in your pursuit of material and spiritual prosperity, whatever temptation or something that comes in fast but fizzles out, whatever patterns you have been clearing, this came in reverse now. And if you are still working through the tail end of such patterns, then this is a confirmation for you coming into reverse. So to beat that kind of patterns, long-lasting patterns within you or thrown at you, or that you have witnessed in people around you, that the energy that has surrounded you, you had gone through deep soul journeys, and that also is the opening energy, temple of truth, throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So you have been overcoming this within you and coming at you both ways, and that has taken a lot for you. And because you have been doing that, you now embody in this very firm foundation, firm energy, that where you have earned this through a long journey of perseverance, material and spiritual prosperity. It is in the horizon, but it is coming to you. You almost can touch it as you see the figure, also seen as a masculine energy. So that bringing that order, bringing that structure to your life, where you had been able to overcome your temptations to stand in your spiritual and material prosperity, now gives you this confidence, self-confidence, gives you this forward momentum now. And the last energy we have is that you are also either asked to focus more on your heart energy so that you continue to embody this energy of spiritual and material prosperity, whatever you have gained as spiritual wisdom from your lived experiences, that now in a little while, if not already happening in your life, just mirroring in your external world, the physical material prosperity that's coming into your world. So continue to open your heart chakra, continue to open your heart energy to yourself, dipping deep into the love and compassion that you embody, the higher heart activation within you, listening to your soul and heart, so that you can continue to overcome any remaining temptation patterns that may have existed in your life. And so anything that is not of the highest frequency, that does not allow you to live your soul's truth, now you are overcoming that pattern to bring in your material and spiritual prosperity. And your heart chakra supports you, and that energy, the divine energy that basically transmits into your higher heart, is what you also see the continuation of the green and the yellow into green and yellow. So these cards kind of, to gain more and more of your material and spiritual prosperity, you need to dive deeper into your heart energy. And anytime you feel disconnected, anytime you feel there is temptation of fear, sadness, sorrow, loss of hope, despair, anything that is surrounding you from the past because of your past suffering, you remember to connect to the heart energy. You remember to connect to your divine and express your soul authenticity without holding back your authentic self-expression. And that brings your, just not only brings but expands the horizons of your spiritual and material prosperity. And we have the universe as the base of this energy. So you are supported by the cosmic energy, by the universal energy as you go through these current energies. And this is a long, powerful phase that you have overcome, because it's a major arcana and, temptation, the devil. And so this has been a long journey for the viewer who's watching this, and I am so pleased to be able to channel this message where you now stand in your prosperity, overcoming that and tapping more and more and increasing more and more of your heart energy. Okay, let's get some more messages of ancestral and spiritual support. So from your spiritual team and your ancestor team, who is supporting you, because this temptation does feel like major life cycles. Of course, we have been working through those. The viewer of this channel, the deep journeyer, who has been clearing out major life cycles, maybe many lifetimes, past 9 years. So there is definitely ancestral healing and lineage clearing that you have done, which also translates to now the blessings and talents of many generations that came before you. And this is beyond just your mother, father, and grandparents, it runs deeper into your ancestral lineage. Okay, so let's see what card. Okay, so we have winter, take care of your needs. We have oracle, wait for important information. And we have shield maiden, make plans and focus. Okay, so that's actually pretty aligned with this first line where, we have been taking care and overcoming patterns of temptation, the devil energy of however those patterns played out in your life. So definitely this energy then talks about self-care and deep soul self-care that includes self-love, going into your self-sovereignty and seeing what helps your soul to blossom. This also talks about the opening energy of authenticity and self-expression, that when you have overcome the temptations, that had inhibited your soul growth or soul light, then you definitely are now sitting in the energy of increasing your self-care, either rituals or affirmations, or the energy that you have in your solar plexus, in your heart energy, to go deeper into what are your soul needs. What do you need to express yourself in your most authentic form? And you also have oracle, wait for important information. This relates to your spiritual material prosperity. What that means is any kind of plans and projects that you are putting your energy into, your new business ideas, new jobs, new projects, new launches of your plans that you have initiated in this year one. Now you have a guidance to wait for important information. So since you are going through major transition, there are a lot of things sometimes when there are no evidences of no external movement, there are still seeds that are growing into form, and so wait for important information for a major transformation that is happening, even if it may not be in the immediate direction that you anticipate. So it may be unexpected information, it may be information you have an intuitive knowing about, but you're not yet seeing it in your physical world, and it probably relates to your material manifestation, but it also includes the spiritual prosperity. That means increase in your psychic power, increase in your spiritual soul knowing, intuitive knowing. You're expanding those. Also related to self-expression, if you're bringing in project ideas, what do you want those to be known as? And so wait for some, just have patience and wait for important information, and you may know what this is in your world, because this is not something that is springing as a surprise for you, but something that calls for a deeper patience, and that also builds your faith, builds your trust, and that actually does increase your spiritual prosperity. And we also have in this line, which talks about shield maiden, which is make plans and focus. So while you do wait for important, so this almost feels, if you see, you may be experiencing some opposing or polarizing energies within you, and that could also be feel like temptation, because it may or may not be an external negative influence. Sometimes polarizing energies can feel like destabilizing energies, because if you see she's facing this direction, and this figure here with the shield maiden, the very warrior figure, facing in this direction. So while this she in this energy ask in a very prayerful position, ask you to wait for some important information, This one asks for shield maiden, make plans and focus. So this balancing of this is basically what you need right now. Balancing of this energy is what is your winter care. And winter doesn't mean just the physical season, but it means, the energy of hibernating, reflecting, and waiting for things to come to you while not surrendering your focus energy, while not surrendering your making plan and strategizing energy, because it does ask you to use your intelligence, your wisdom to strategize and bring in what is yours into your world, the material, basically being able to see your spiritual wisdom into form, in material form. And to do that, balance, if you're experiencing any polarizing energies within you, that on one hand you are asked to wait for information, so you may feel like you're making progress, but while you still need to wait, what is that energy talking to you? What does it mean in your world? And that includes creating solitude and creating this hibernation mode to understand this and do accordingly what you need to wait for, what you need to go ahead and make plans for and focus, maybe take actions, because it's a very, very determined energy to make focus. I again see this as a balancing of feminine and masculine energy. Again, wait intuitively for important message, receiving, also focus externally to do actions that are required at this time to bring those material and spiritual prosperity into your world. And we have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So that may mean, focusing on creating plans, business plans, jobs, joining new platforms, new communities, new groups, and seeing how best you can be part of new circles, which is your tribe. And that also help you, express your authenticity and soul truths in a way where you feel accepted, seen, supported, heard, and others also feel that through your presence. So let's bring an energy of love. Okay, that card jumped out the moment I said the word love. Okay, drop into your heart. See, again, a lot of heart energy, which is surrounding you, which is how you manifest your new cycles, or the cycle that you're initiating now, which is likely to go for the next 9 years or for the remainder of your life. Again, pink and green, which signify the heart energy in the chakras. And so again, heart chakra, drop into your heart. So that energy in love may also mean how you manifest not only new partnership, new connection within your own self, between your feminine and masculine, also how you connect with others to create your soul tribe, how you connect with another to bring in your love relationship, or connect into your heart energy to create better relationships or deeper soul-based relationships with your family. Essentially, family is not always soul-based. Sometimes it's just blood relationships and transactional. So how do you convert those into, if that's your path, if that is something you're working on in that direction, how do you convert and take it into soul-based relationship? Be it a family, be it a love partnership, be it soul community where you work and earn your money from. Okay, distant shores. So that base energy again has a message of that you have come far, or washed clean your emotions so that the new can seed. And I wanted to bring a message of creative action that the viewer can receive today through this session, to see what energies will help, or what is the message that is supporting, or a guidance that the viewer is supposed to tune into to enhance their creative or expression in through their vocation, through their job, or their creativity. Okay, let's see. Oh, bring into form. Bring into form. See, so whether it's a job, it's a business plan. Okay, so that also aligns from this very different deck, different author, but number 41, bring into form. So maybe make efforts, while as you wait for some important information that's coming into your world. So you may have a surprise news, you may have an element of unexpected blessing coming your way. It's also the center of this spread, but you do have guidance to make plans and focus, to not give up what you have been trying to create for a while now into your new cycle. So hold steady, hold your center, drop into your heart chakra, and continue to make plans and focus. Because whatever creative plans or job or financial freedom or financial growth or expansion of your creative projects, expansion of your side hustles, expansion of writing a book, or becoming an author, or starting your own venture, traveling the world, or starting your own channel, whatever you have been ideating as your authentic self-expression, even doing a job in a different way. If you do work in a traditional sector, in a more employment, organizational kind of employment, maybe you want to work in a different role, or maybe you want to express yourself in a different role, or maybe you're looking for a job change, maybe you're looking for a job after a period of not working. Whatever those new plans that you have been ideating, bring it into form. So take small steps and see how far you have come to bring this spiritual and material prosperity into your world. Will give you more energy to continue to bring your plans and projects into form. And we have beyond the mind, the heart beats. I cannot emphasize this. This is not any coincidence, right? When the heart comes in everything, so maybe that energy that you have gotten over with or overcome was the temptation to suppress your heart energy, suppress your true desires, because the heart energy is coming so repeatedly in different forms, different decks, and as the base energy. So definitely there is a message to continue to connect and expand your heart energy, so that your true desires, true material and spiritual prosperity can come into form, and continue to make plans and strategize to bring those into form. And taking care of your needs also might include that, in terms of taking care of your heart desires, true desires, not just impositions or intrusions or psychic imprints that you may have continued to carry for a while. Now it is your time to find more of the purity of your heart energy, to bring into form your new expressions and new plans into form. Okay, so this last card, we are going to bring a message of nourishment of the soul. This was again a message of the soul based vocation, or what you are guided to do as a soul warrior. And what you received is Pacha Karma, which is nourishment of the soul. So if you see this Native American figure here, and the heart lies at the center here, so nourishment of the soul, your destiny or your soul path or your material and spiritual prosperity definitely is through the path of the soul. So however you're trying to bring this into your world, into form, it is now in alignment with your soul truth. It is now in alignment with your authenticity. It is now in alignment with your heart energy. Your heart chakra is leading the way. It is activated, and that is allowing you to do your self-expression in deep, soulful ways and bring it into form. Continue to stay focused and be nourished by the soul path, be nourished by the deepest desires of the heart that are now getting fulfilled and now being supported by the universal energy as you walk into this new frequency. It's beautiful, and I am going to end this with let's see, an elemental support from the earth, and if there is a message of in the physical world that we need to take, listen to, and align our bodies, mind, and hearts and soul to the earth elements. What is it? Okay, we have this card, karma, and wake up call, tsunami. That this one fell out and this one wanted to be seen. So wake up call and karma, and these energies do say, if you see the kundalini, the DNA also is the kundalini energy. So I see these two as related to this temptation energy that we saw at the beginning, that whatever you had been working for a while did involve the DNA, your karma, from your lineage, from your own past lives, and rewiring, reprogramming, and transmuting that and creating alchemical changes has been part of this journey that you have been traveling. And in doing so, you have found your own authenticity and self-expression, which now includes the blessings and the gifts and talents of your DNA that came to you through your blood lineage, whether it's courage, perseverance, resilience, and goodwill for others, or doing your dharma, or doing your being in your essence to fulfill your soul purpose. Whatever you have inherited, the higher qualities have remained, while clearing out in kundalini fire, in the fire of your base chakra that arises. You have cleansed the dysfunctional pattern, which may have been temptation patterns within you and your ancestral line in your lineage. And this has resulted in a wake-up call for you and maybe others in your family, which is the message we receive from that, and from this oracle from earth elements, which shows that it is very deep and very at the deep and base level, at your root level, that you have come from to this energy now. And this energy now leads into your higher self, into your heart energy, into your heart, and bringing into form what is now going to be your material and spiritual prosperity. And if there is any thing that you're trying to speed up, or becoming impatient or fearful, there is a message of waiting patiently for some important information. So this may be the gift you're receiving because of the work you have done so far. And yeah, so I wanted to just end today with that note, to allow this energy of patience, of focus, of taking care, self-care, and heart energy to surround the viewer who has come to this session, in peace, in faith and trust, and continue to work, take small steps, make plans to bring in your projects into form. It is happening for you now. So thank you for joining me. If any of these messages has resonated with you, with your journey, please feel free to leave a comment, share your story with me and others. It helps to spread the positive energy in our community that way. And hit a like and subscribe to my channel so that it can grow and reach more people who are undertaking similar journeys and will find this energy helpful on their path. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye. Take care.